So the other day, my son asked if we could make a sweet potato pie, and that got me. It reminded me of something that I had um, set an intention to do. So it's back to school time frame, and um, we've always home educated our kids. Our kids are still very young, but um, I'm of the belief that education is really just an extension of our parenting. So um, usually during the time of back to school, with all the energy and stuff like that, is when I do set intentions about what I would like to see in the year ahead. And so one of the things that I wanted to do, I wanted to be more intentional about doing, was um, writing down the things that my children have interest in, or um, the ideas that come up in their head, what topics, that they are talking about, just jotting those down so that they could be our focus for however long it's of interest to them. And there is a quote or something that I read months ago now, that said that our children's interests are the curriculum. And it's something that I've always lived by, even before coming up on the quote. But just in thinking about it now, it's just something that I want to share. I think that, especially during this time of year, especially parents who are coming up on children who are reaching school age, there is often this frantic energy about choosing the best curriculum, the best programs, um, the best resources in order for their children to thrive and to become well adjusted, well educated, whatever the positive intention behind all the energy is. And the more that I think about it, and as I get further along in my parenting journey, I am just always reminded, and I do get glimpses of fruit that more than anything, our children are born curious, and they're wired for learning. And I think us as adults, because of the way that we've been brought up in the schooling system, we have this unconscious belief that schooling, learning requires force. It requires this huge effort on our part, like coercion. It requires maybe even praise, or things like that. Like I said, we have grown up in a schooling system where those are things that are what people believe to be a requirement in order for kids to learn. And the truth of the matter is, like I said before, like, our children are born wired for learning. And if we can just step back from those things, if we can just lay those beliefs aside just for a few moments and let our children be, we can see the true, like, geniuses that they are. You'd probably have noticed that for yourself as an adult. The things that you are learning now are often things that you are very interested in, and those things, that learning comes in the sense naturally. It comes with ease. It doesn't require that you be forced. It doesn't require that it doesn't require a specific setting or time. Like, it just happens. And so it's the same for our kids. Like, learning does not have to be on someone else's timeline in a certain way. As children will thrive in the things that they are interested in, and we as parents should learn to simply be observers and facilitators. I have thoroughly enjoyed this process with my children. They are they're really young still, but like I said earlier, like there has been so much fruit that I've seen even now by just allowing those beliefs that I've had in the past about learning to just set them aside and just test it, give it a try. You have nothing to lose and so much more to gain when you're able to see what it is that your children absorb and how quickly they absorb and how rich it is. Rich meaning that it's so funny when it comes to like younger kids, like counting and colors and stuff like that. We are so focused on the end goal that we don't even realize that there's such an integration process when it comes to the learning, but we fragment it, and so children don't get the full picture of their learning, and they don't grasp it as well as they could if it was something that they had happened upon themselves and began to integrate it in the ways that they can most understand, the ways that are just more relatable to them. And so there is no one curriculum that is just going to make your child into this amazing person. One, because your child is already an amazing person. And two, the curriculum is your child. Study your child. Be an observer of your child. And realize that they're learning way more. Their learning is so much deeper when they're able to come upon it in their own way and in their own time. There's no rush. There's no competition. Learning is a lifestyle. It never ceases. And if we want our children to really have a love of learning, enjoying learning now and even in their future as we grow up, it's our responsibility to create an atmosphere where they can love and appreciate that. And the way to go about that is allowing them to, by pursuing whatever it is that is under their noses, whatever is pricking their interest, and allowing them to follow that until they wish to no longer do so. So I just wanted to bring that encouragement to whoever is out there right now and is really in a place where they just don't know what to do or they're struggling. I think ultimately you want obviously the best for your children, and so I wanted to just share a different perspective. And if you do give it a try, share with me the little fruit of evidence that you've seen. You'd be surprised at what children can learn in such a short time and actually how they learn it. It's been an amazing journey for me with my kids, and I hope that this can be an amazing journey for you. So, happy Wednesday.